Welcome to Engineering Clinic. So today we are going to see an example called as ROS1, that is Noetic publisher and subscriber example. So this is the first example we are going to see today. So we will be writing two scripts, namely pub.py and sub.py. So these are the two files we are going to write. So we are going to use Python. As you know that ROS supports C++ and Python. So we are going to consider only on Python operating system. So this is what we are going to do today. So what are the prerequisites you need to know? Prerequisites. So number one is Ubuntu basic commands. Number two is path setting in Ubuntu. You need to know about this path setting in Ubuntu. So then basic knowledge of Linux. This is not mandatory, but anyhow, having a knowledge is always good. Then programming knowledge, programming fundamentals. So these are the things you need to know about before we go for a ROS programming. So now in case if you want to install ROS1 Noetic in Ubuntu 20.04, you can refer the video in my channel. I will give the video in the description link below. I'll give the video in the description link. Okay, so now to start with, this is ROS pub/sub. So first let me go with the basics. After that we will go and write the publisher.py and subscriber.py. These two files we will be writing. So first thing is what we have to do. So ROS1 has a facility called as catkin make system. So to deploy the application. So this catkin make system is helpful for creating a application for robotic operating system. So this is what first we will be doing it. So first what we do is we have to create a workspace. So create a workspace to store all our files. So we have to create a workspace. So you can name it. So I want to name it as Pradeep_ws workspace. So since my name is Pradeep, I want to use Pradeep_w. This is the workspace I want to create. So now to create a workspace, we need to open a terminal now. So first thing is to create a workspace. First let us open a terminal. So in this terminal, first we will create a command. So what we do is mkdir -p Pradeep_ws/src. So we'll be creating a folder like this. So that means mkdir means make the directory, -p means for the complete path it will create a folder. So that means Pradeep_ws. Under that you will get a src folder. So how do we do is mkdir -p Pradeep_ws/src. So when you do that, you can see that a folder called as Pradeep_ws was created. So when you go inside the folder Pradeep_ws ls, you can create a src also. So no contents are there because just we have created the folders. Okay, so that's the first command that we can able to do. Afterwards, next command is we can use the command catkin_make. So if ROS1 is installed, this command will run without any issues. So this is the command that we can able to use. Okay, so that will be running it here. So cd pradeep_ws catkin_make. So when you do that, so you have to be inside the pradeep_ws folder, and before inside the pradeep_ws folder, so you have to use the command cd pradeep_ws and give the catkin_make command. So once it is done, you should not get any errors like this. No errors here now. It is completely written over it. Okay, now you can see that there are some extra folders got created. One is a development folder, another is a build folder. Already we have created src, it is already there. and 2 more folders called as devel and build, both have been selected. They will be downloading some additional build libraries, or they will include some build libraries, header files. All these things will be included for our application to run. So this is where this command will do it. Okay, so now next thing is to set the path. Now inside the development file, we have a file called as setup.bash file. So you can see that a setup.bash file. This path file we have to set it in Ubuntu environment. So this path file. So when you press the pwd command, pwd means present working directory. So this location, the setup.bash file, this has to be set in the path environment. So what we do is copy this, and we can able to put cd and go to this file bashrc, or directly from any location you can able to give this command gedit ~bashrc. So ~/ means this is a home folder. So inside the home folder you can able to open this file. Now once you open this file, you can go somewhere here, and you can see that, go to the end of this line, source control-v / setup.bash. This is the file, you can able to set it here. Okay, so that means we will be setting the source home pradeepkumar, pradeep_ws, devel and setup.bash. So this thing you can able to set it. So in your case, this might be different. The home folder will be different. Your workspace, if you have a different workspace, then you can use it. And these things will be common. So once we have set it up, then the sourcing is done. So now when we come and check it here, now the setup.bash will work out fine. Okay. Now I'll tell you why we set this path here. Okay. So now what we do is, so once we set the path, we just go into creating a package now. Now we have to create a package. Now what we will go into cd pradeep_ws src. So inside this folder we go into and create a path. So now let me close this file. So catkin make we have done it. Then afterwards you have to go like this. So cd pradeep_ws. Now catkin make is done. Okay. Then set the path / setup.bash. So that means copy the following line in the home pradeepkumar / bashrc file. So okay, so this way we can able to set it. In case if you don't use in bashrc, you can able to set the path directly. Every time we can set the path like this. In the terminal you can able to do. So any terminal you can go source $home / pradeep_ws / devel / setup.bash. This way also you can use alternative way to set the environment. But for every terminal we need to do, for every terminal to be opened, we need to do this. Following step. Okay, so this way we can able to set the path. Okay, so now that is done. So next thing is we will be creating a package now. Okay, so now what we do is to create a catkin package. Here is the command. So how the command will do is, first we have to open a terminal, cd pradeep_ws / src. You have to go into inside this folder, then catkin _create _pkg. So this is the command you can able to use. Pkg space name of the tutorial you want to have ROS _tutorial tutorial 1. So we want to do all the examples inside this tutorial folder. So let us use in the ROS tutorial. You can name anything as per your liking. So I am using an example called as ROS _tutorial 1. Then what language you are going to use? I am going to use Python only. So I will use a command called as ROSPy. In case if you want to use ROS C++ also, you have to use ROS CPP. Anyway, I'm going to use only Python now, so I'll be using this ROS.py. Then standard messages, because I'm going to deal with the publisher subscriber with the standard messages. So you can give this command here. So I'll just copy this command, then open a terminal. So already I'm in src folder, right click, paste. So once you do that, a folder is created. Now you can see ls here. Inside src we have this ROS tutorial got created. Okay, so next thing is you come out of one folder, you come to pradeep_ws. Now again you make a catkin_make, because first time we made it. Now again we have to make a catkin make that will include the ROS_tutorial also. Now you can see that traversing one package is in topological order. So this ROS tutorial one is already been built by this example. So that means we have ROS tutorial also built. Now we can go and check it here. You can see here this src folder, and there are two things: package.xml, cmake links. All these things have been created in this ROS tutorial folder. Okay, so up till this we do that. Afterwards we will create the files publisher.py and subscriber.py. So those two files we will be creating it. We are going to write the two files publisher.py and subscriber.py. So now here we have to create mkdir script. So we create a folder called as mkdir script. So cd script. Inside the script we will be creating these two files. So the two file can be created here. So what we do is gedit pub.py. So first publisher will create a file called as gedit pub.py. So this is a file we are going to create. So in this case what we are going to do is first we will be creating the pub1.py. So first we line the right line, user bin env environment python 3. So always refer Python number 3, don't use Python 2 version. Okay, so this is the first thing, pub.py. So next thing is import ROS.py. So we can import the ROS.py libraries, that is import ROS.py from standard messages std underscore messages msgs dot message import string. So we the publisher subscriber both are going to send the string information. So that's why we use the string. In case if you want to use integer 32, we can able to use integer 32 if it is sending only these numbers. So now in this case we are going to send only the string. See the x is in capital letters. Now we have defining a function, define publisher. It's the name of the function. So it is a function that we are going to implement. So since it is intent, proper intent should be there, since it is Python. So ROS.py.init. First we have to create a node name, init underscore node. So we have to create a node name. So we can give the node name as pub underscore node. So we can able to create a pub underscore node. So it should be one syllable. So don't give any blank space in between like this. Pub node you should not give. So you can use underscore here. So pub node you can be able to give. Then anonymous equal to true. So that means you need not reveal the identity for creating the node. Anonymous equal to true means even the publisher can able to publish it with the help of this pub underscore node. So that's why we have anonymous equal to true. So next thing is we can use pub equal to, we will create a variable name pub equal to ROS.py.publisher. Okay, anyway the publisher is already a function in ROS.py, so let us not have it. So we give some other name, define maybe define lecture. We can put lecture, or one who talker I can put talker, talker. The define talker I can put. So here it is ROS.py.publisher. Then you have to give a topic here. So the topic here is I can be able to give first lecture. It's a topic I can able to give. Okay, so first lecture, and it will be string type. Then q underscore size will be, I will specify a q size. The q size I want to specify as 10. So 10 means when the publisher is sending to the subscriber, the q size will be maintained at 10 now. So okay, so that I can use. Then rate at which it is sending. So rate equal to ROS.py.rate. So ROS.py.rate of let's say 1. I can able to give 1. So if you want to make a faster thing, you can increase the number here. Okay, so then we have a condition now for running infinitely. The publisher will be keep on running till the ROS.py is shut down. So that means while not ROS.py dot is shut down. It's a function. Then you can able to give the string here. So underscore string equal to this is the first topic. Okay, so topic, let's say I can use ROS.py publisher and subscriber example. So this is the content to be published to the subscriber, published. Okay, so ROS.py publisher and subscriber example. So this anyway, let me give something else. Welcome to ROS.py. Welcome to ROS Noetic. So this is the example. Okay, so this will be the one will be sent. Okay, so then we have ROS.py dot. So everywhere we use ROS.py because we use only this, but in case if you want to use C++, you have to use accordingly. So ROS.py dot login info, then underscore string here. So this is ROS.py login info, then pub.publish. Already we have this, so we have a function called as pub.publish and publish that string here. So this string I want to publish it here. Then rate.sleep. So after publishing, give a small amount of sleep time, then you do that. Okay, so then finally we have the final condition: if underscore name underscore equal double equals main, then try. The name of the function is talker. So it's the name of the function is talker given there. Then accept ROS.py dot ROS interrupt exception. So it's an exception handler, try catch block. So exception handler, then pass. Okay, so that is a simple publisher program. So this is a publisher program. Already it is been created and stored. So now I'll Control T. I can use one more file called sub.py. In the same folder I will create sub.py. So I will where do I go is Pradeep underscore WS src ROS tutorial, then script, then I can create sub.py. So in the same folder I create the file called as sub.py. So this I will be creating it here. So now in this case some of the things I will be copying from there directly. So I'll copy these things here so that I need not type it again and again. Okay, so then define. So I'll create one thing, define this course. I can use this course data. I am going to, since it's a subscriber, I am going to use what kind of data I am going to accept it. So string, that is the data I am going to accept it. Then ROS.py dot login info. So in the login info, log info. So log info. So I learn about percentages. I'll tell you what is the percentages will come. So that will be a data. So that means it's a metadata. Metadata means, so this is the data what I use. I want to use data. So these percentages will be coming from the publisher. So what percent publisher is sending? Publisher, welcome to ROS Noetic. Okay, so I learn about ROS Noetic, or else simply I can use the publisher. Let the publisher say that ROS Noetic. Okay, so it is ROS Noetic world. I can use like this, ROS Noetic world. That is a string which is sent by the publisher and subscriber. I learn about ROS Noetic, like that way these percentages will be coming up. Okay, so then we create one more function called as define listener. So already we have created talker there. Now we will go for a listener here. So ROS.py dot init underscore node. So now we have to create one more name for this node. The name node is sub underscore node. That is subscriber underscore node. Again, this also can be anonymous equal to true. Anonymous equal to true. So maybe the spelling mistakes we will see it later. And ROS.py dot subscriber. This will be subscriber. So the same topic we have to use it here. So now is the first lecture. The same topic we have to use it here as well. So don't give a different topic here. So you can use the same topic. So regarding single quote and double quote, you can alternatively use anything else. So no issues in that. So again string slash, and what do I do? So this course we have to call this function here. So here we have to call this function here. Okay, so this function we have to call here, because this course says that I learn about percentage yes. Here what I do is queue size we have mentioned here, because the publisher is going to send, but here it is what it has to be accepting. So this is the, this course is the name of the function defined here. So then it keep on running. For that we have rospy.spin. Spin means it keep on accepting the values there. Then we'll copy from here. These two things will copy here. You can give sufficient gaps here. So this thing you can copy here. Main function, instead of talker we have listener. This listener has been called here. Okay, so now we have written both publisher and the subscriber. So both this information we have written. So now next task is to we have to run these examples. Okay, so now what we have to do is, let me go into this. Now this is where we have it. Now these two files, they have a file. See the file permission. In the file permission you have these two here. So rw dash rw dash r dash dash, like this we have. So what we have to do is we have to use chmod 777 pub.py and chmod 777 sub.py. So both we have to use it. So this is a command you can use it. So you can see that both change to green color. So that means they have the full permission to execute. So you can see that rwx, rwx, rwx. Initially it was like this. Now we made rwx, rwx, rwx. So you have to make this way. So many times whenever when you debug the code, sometimes your application is not running because of this reason. Okay, so you have to make this. So I'll just give that statement also into it here. So first we'll go to cd pradeep_ws /src /ras _tutorial tutorial 1. Okay, so then mkdir script script script. After it is done, create the pub.py and sub.py. So both you create it. So once it is done, as per it is created, so then chmod 777 pub.py and chmod 777 sub.py. So both things you can able to change it here. Okay, so both will be changed here. Okay, so now we are going to run our example. Okay, now first thing we are going to run our example. Okay, now ROS run. Okay, now first thing is we will go and log out and log in back, but instead of that I can use this file to source.bashrc. This file, let me run it here once, because we have set the devel setup.bash file in the path, so that should be executing. Only then it will run. Now ROS run ROS _ tutorial. Yes, you can see that when you tab it, it will show you ROS _ tutorial. That means our application is already there in the path. Okay, now when you tap two more time, you can see that pub.py and sub.py both are getting executed. Okay, but please remember ROS Noetic runs always with a master, so that means it should run ROS core to run all the ROS applications. So that means in this case, first open a terminal and run the command ROS core. Okay, so now what is it? ROS core, you have to run the command like this. So first terminal when you open, you have to run the ROS command here. So now what I do is, first let me open a terminal. I can use a ROS core here. You can see here ROS core. So once you run it, this ROS core will be running and it will be waiting there. So keep this window aside and you have to do everything based on this thing only. Okay, so now this is running, ROS core is running. Without ROS core, none of your applications will run. So this is what the ROS 1 and ROS 2. ROS 2 without ROS core it will run, but ROS 1 with ROS core it will be running. Okay, now in our example here, first we will use pub.py. So once it is there, ROS Noetic world. You can see that the pub.py is displaying a command, ROS Noetic world. Based on the rate what we have specified, the ROS Noetic world is skipping one by one after the other. Now I'll create another terminal which shows the sub.py. Okay, so maybe I'll just slightly make it ROS run ROS underscore tutorial, then sub.py. Now when you do this, you can see here I made some error here. I expected end of file while parsing. Okay, let me go and check the error there. Sub.py. This is due to this. Okay, so we don't need a try catch, so else we have to have a try catch. Okay, fine. So this is the thing, I missed it here. Okay, so try is not needed. Okay, now you can see that. Okay, so now you can see this is a publisher. Sorry, this is the publisher, and this is the subscriber and publisher. You can see here ROS Noetic world was sent by the publisher, and I learned about ROS Noetic world was the subscriber. Now you can see in the sub example here, you can see here in the sub example I learn about %yes. Okay, so now when I do that, I am learning ROS Noetic. So like this, when I do this, I am learning ROS Noetic. Now what do I do is I'll go back to the subscriber, Control C, then again I'll run it here. Now when you see that I am learning ROS Noetic world, see that I learn about, so whenever I change it, I can able to see that I am learning ROS Noetic world. So this is an example of a publisher and a subscriber. But now still when it is running here, we will create one more terminal, and we can able to see what are the topics that are being opened. Something we can able to do. A ROS topic list. So how many commands are running? So you can see first lecture is running, ROS output is running, ROS out aggregate is running. So now in this is the first lecture. This is the first lecture topic which is run by the publisher. When the publisher is running, you can able to see how many topics are learning. Okay, now you can see RQT graph. There is one command called as RQT graph. So when you see this RQT graph, you can able to see a graphical thing. It is running like this. Okay, now for example, I will make it bigger here. Now you can see this is a pub node with a dynamic number which is created by a ROS and a sub node. So we have one publisher, one subscriber with a topic called as first lecture. When you remove this debug tick mark, it will be showing you the other thing. So ROS out here, and you can see that everything is based on pub sub model. So even the operating system also based on the publisher and the subscriber model. Now this is where the first lecture and second lecture. Now this publisher is just directly with the ROS out to this ROS out. Now if you remove this debug, so only this thing. Now in case if you want to increase one more subscriber, or if you want to increase one more publisher, and we can able to do so many things we can able to do. Okay, now let me use one more thing here. Now in the same sub.py, I copy this, Control A, Control C, and I'll create one more window, Control V, and save it here. So Control S, and sub1.py, I can name it as sub1.py. So I can just name it as sub1.py. Now in this case, sub node already given, so sub node 1, I can give one more node, sub node 1, or I can give another node. I can give like this, and I am learning instead of that I am also learning. Okay, so this way I can able to, I am also learning. So this way. So now what I do is, again we have to go back there to the terminal. So let me use the RQT graph. I am just quitting Pradeep WS SRC, then ROS tutorial, then script, then ls. You can see that this sub1.py is still not changed the mode. So change mode 777 sub1.py. So this also we have to do. So now what we do is, again we run ROS underscore tutorial 1, then sub1.py. Now you can see that I am also learning. So I am also learning from the subscriber number 1, second subscriber. Okay, so now when I use this one more command here, RQT graph, when you use RQT graph here, it will be showing you now 2 subscriber with only 1 publisher. You can see here it will be showing you the same topic here, first lecture, but there are 2 subscribers, so sub node and sub another node. Okay, so now here publisher node is only one thing. Now in case if there is one more publisher node that also publish in the same topic first lecture, now let's see how it happens. Okay, now for time being I will just close this now. Okay, so now I will create one more file. So let's say I copy this, Control A, Control C, Control T, Control V, Control S, then pub1.py. I will create something pub1.py. Now in this case the pub node I can use pub another node. Okay, pub another node I can use. It's also in the first lecture, but here ROS intro from another pub. I can use publisher. I can use like this. Okay, right. So now in this case again we have to go back to src ROS tutorial, then script, and then chmod 777, then 777 and pub1.py. So now this also done. Okay, now what you do is ROS run ROS underscore tutorial, then pub1.py. Now all the publishers are already publisher and subscriber are running. Now this also will be running. Now you can see rqt graph, rqt underscore graph. Now when you run this command, now we can see that this is how the way there is pub node here, pub another node here. This is the first lecture for this, and this is the first lecture. Now you can see, now see the subscriber, how the subscribers are doing. Now just check it here. Now see that because both the subscribers subscribe to the same topic, but one topic is published by 2 subscribers. Now in that case, this is how the way the look and feel will be looking like this. So these are all some of the commands that you can be able to make use of that. Okay, so there are many commands that you can able to try. So as of now we have only some list of commands, we have just checked it, but there are a lot other commands we can able to know as during our other video lectures. So hope you have enjoyed my lecture here on publisher subscriber in ROS 1. So if you have any queries or any doubts, please always try to give it in the comment section, and subscribe. If you are not subscribed to my channel, you can please subscribe to it. So and click the bell icon for getting more number of such kind of videos. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Thank you.